Okay, ebusia be makwaba sonko so edeba POG Media so. Yede me political highway ni so highway ni de ensam be real so ayen so ya Japan se be me abiyafo no. Ahu de eko ene de eba na ebusia ma yembonra yensam no. Ebusia John Dramani Mahama ne soaring in na ekoso no ebusia chese chama wontumi samia wukumo chese sa omo out that tax omo aba eye baby and John Dramani Mahama yesuo ni in na ebusia chese omo ba na chese omo aba this month eye inauguration na we ena nyame a ompebone ebusia NDC fo nya hint na ebusia ya so sankofo ni munyina just tax a o ma hye nose max ebusia nka omoko akwakọ attack John Dramani Mahama ebusia ya chi omo yensa emo mren mo yanko na yenkonkoti ensem ekos na ansa na ebekọ no wo ensem kan bi afahye your comment section like na share ma afofro so ensa into me enka bi aha POG Media so madam ase
more on control and intina it meet na Ghana na yakoto aba na yama sojafoɔ nkɔfoɔ yakote sa tags samia wuku akote sa medress chema wuntumi mu nom the soja tade ahye boy some botuo 4 years yenka ho asem. It is control. They focus on controlling. Ayawa so west wagon nipa bi tumi si form no ohu minister MP no abono no akobotuo no asaka kire Ghana for say this is just the beginning. Air control. They focus more on control. They want to control you. Now, are you getting it? Yes. And see, okay, say 2017 NPP winning power. These same thugs went to the Flagstaff House. Nanka Bruce, police for this soldier for no more post. They beat them and they dragged them out of the Jubilee House because they just wanted control. Their focus is on control. They want to control. So when they get the opportunity to control, that's all that they need. And for the past 8 years, they controlled you people. Now, they control the judiciary. Inti Oshe Attorney General Godfrey Dame, Otumi, and make sure say, obe tata ni pebi persecution. They wanted that control. They wanted to put fear in everyone. Inti the final days of Godfrey Dame, now the Atto force na kojina court, as semen for Atto force who by force. Now or the Opunia kojina court, almost 7 years, by force. Or see, oh, I was a So that is what they do. They were not governing. These people were controlling. Their focus was to make sure they control. Their focus is on control, controlling power. They control their focus. Now you are beginning to understand. Make sure the past 8 years rule our come a ruling. They ruled you. And every single person who was part of this government is a billionaire. You are going to see the difference between people who want to serve. It is painful. To serve is painful. Busa leaders, papa, almost serve you for. It is painful because you have to be honest with the people. You have to take decisions that is going to hurt, but you need to do it. So we are now going to experience people who are serving the way we experienced it 2012 to 2016. We are about to experience service. Service is not luxury. Service is not beautiful. Service is not easy. Serving people is not something fun. It's painful because you need to take decisions. It might look painful now, but it has to, at the end of the day, save your people in the future. So decisions you take today as a leader who is serving a ding. And that is what we are going to experience from tomorrow. John Mahama be president, swearing in from tomorrow. Now be president, now Professor Nano Pokwa be vice. The decisions you will be taking, it will be painful. Because he ain't taking sad decision now, John Mahama will be a ruler. Because when he decides not to be serving you, he will take decisions without considering you, whether it's going to help you or not. And John Mahama's decisions, those decisions need to help you. Now, when we talk about president who serves, president or serve, you will see these things. Democratic approach. This president emphasizes collaboration, transparency, and accountability, working closely with other branches of government and the public. So, person who be person server, you hear transparency, you hear collaboration, you hear accountability, and then you hear say all branches of government need to work, they need to sync. In the Soul study, John Mahama and Professor Nana Ajuma, Opoku Ajuma statement is all about accountability. And internet and the Akuffo more Ghana and say oral no omompe. The oral is not a constitutional body, but the oral is important because say a group and also an institution to say oral. What they do is they fact check the evidence and they hand over to a body that has been mandated to prosecute. That is what we need. Because not everyone can just gather evidence and go to Attorney General or go to court and prosecute. So oral has become the public lawyer, the public investigator, the public scrutinizer. So if you have the documents and you believe somebody committed a crime, you go to oral office, they go through because they are ex-military men, ex-police officers who are experienced, they are lawyers in there, they are investigators in there, they will look at the evidence and say, this is worth pursuing. So our office will follow up by pushing it to the Attorney General, by pushing it to the police CID for investigations to be open. So oral, it is for all of us to use as a springboard. That is where we go to clean the evidence up to give it to the government to prosecute. Because you cannot just get up and say, more evidence, prosecute. You need somebody with that expertise to understand that this holds water. This is prosecutable. So let us take it further. And it's not oral. So anybody who is against oral is a criminal. Because then on per se, or say there should be a way you bet to me. It's basically for accountability. Now you get it. Now, Utiejo Mahama Kasema, accountability is very important to him. Professor Nano Pokwajo and Biobejina Kasebia will say accountability is important. Now, working closely, and I said transparency. John Mahama said, the NDC government is going to open the books. Books Akuffo Addo you be energy sector books ni mo be husike da ho eke da ho. You be Ministry of Finance eka omabo. You be agri sector. Na Ghana fo nyina ehu the obo ye krono. That is what we call transparency. We need to know where we are starting from. Baby, are you free? Yeah, ko. Because if you don't know what we have, how can we blame Mahama or how can we applaud him for what he's doing? We need to know what's in the coffers. I'll see who the daho. Senebe Mahama the suggestion be by say okay, because of Sike Dahwa is santi and as Sike Dahwa is sunti, where the beja to where the engine to. So the accountability and transparency part of John Mahama's administration, very vital. And if you want to know somebody who wants to serve, these are the things, these are the traits. Sanyoma we na man who's a nipo or person or sumum or person or boa or person or chichire mind. Accountability, transparency, and so we hear John Mahama yeah or say it does not matter, baby awo, baby awo to tiame, but we should all come together now and build Ghana. So when studying the Kasemu Krapwa, people who criticized him a lot and or say you people need to understand. We have a nation to build. That does not mean when somebody has committed a crime, that person will walk scot-free. No, we still need you. But what the Bawumia or say but we still need to have that mind of the togetherness to build. And that is what we are going to see from tomorrow. That is what we are going to see. But the NPP who say this is going to change Ghana politics. Into a person to be bito system. Oh, what to abanu obian to abanu. As we speak, Krampono, John Mahama is president. Or China Kono after 7 January, and John Mahama is president. It is an order doing somewhere a Akuffo and say cholera ba. Na say and nipe wa a Akuffo and Usika Sama say a Akuffo. So you need to make sure say or say you must be a kono. We need to have a reason. Now, who say Obi Pese or Servia, a leader who serves. Mr. P, Mr. S. strong checks and balances. They respect and uphold a system that ensure power is balanced and that no single branch becomes too powerful. And Kenya Akuffo obedi president anka mumu bebre a mo Ghana na munim se ye obi a we jimi obetumi abuse power sa. Say Ghana from 1992 constitution no mfa cap ento the number of judges obetumi na Supreme Court so. Omo amuchichiri constitution no. No munim say answer ye be use president no nim nyansa. Omunim say you will not abuse that office into oman cap the number of Supreme Court judges. Sanke Akuffo Addo be president and nim say kwase bi betuma be di Ghana so asay bibia. Into Akuffo Addo ba be di president no. Ehwo na yehu sibia president ba kutumi edi judges eko Supreme Court without even checking. Ehwo na be hu say kwase di so, and it is very important. Akuffo Addo sa the presidency we oni Bawumia no abekye Ghana for a good lesson, and it has been a learning 8 years. Wachire nyoma bebre and things that we did not take seriously. Akuffo Addo be say I was taking it serious. And you be a politician be opep to me be and to me sharing same. Obu ha opep to me so much to the point to say because you check it no why aboa ne attempt to measure and be na yede bedru hanne. Checks and balances. Now, strong checks and balances no. Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo mono who realizes say there was no power balance. Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo no president, he was undermining area in parliament. The MPs are no more parliament from Michael Kwe time. Nipa or say Ghana or say MPP. Sa pathway Michael Kwe. Time at 2017 or better parliament. Only the kwasi asamuche ubia o Ghana. Michael Kwe no nenam hosano. He is the biggest devil in Ghana. That old man. He needs to die for us to be okay. Because from 2017, in Kwasiadia NPP de Akuffo Addo implementing na about destroy no Michael Kwe na parliament can said Nijina should go through. And you see, it's the same Michael Kwe almost say, oh, and the MPP negunti what committee bedano. These are the same ingrates. They are the same bad brains. They are the same political insects. They are the hypocrites. MPP for one kind of crunch romo. This is the same Michael Kwe yati committee ana otianoa alankojo chamantika kire ne say me nkofo no mo ye primaries ne ya boba akweni Michael Kwe ka so onte ye ebesinde waka ho asem. But the same Michael Kwe today is saying say what committee on na da no or be checking the reason why MPP lost. These are the people destroying the nation. In his own study for the past 8 years the executive did not respect their parliament, and so many times we saw it in parliament. The Oseche Mensa Bonsuna all year, ebesi Jimmy Afenyo Markins. You could see clearly say they never respected parliament because they respected the executive. In Tidebiano, they were taking instructions from Akuffo Addo. They were taking instructions from the Jubilee House. So Alban Bagbin or Saye 10 Krampo there. Nasa account for party MPP party no. Omu Alban Bagbin Kraso Ekwasia. Because obviously a tribal party like the MPP onye asantinia omu so we Jimmy is a fact. It's a fact. Into the day Alban Bagbin, ye says Speaker of Parliament, the NPP caucus are no more Parliament, they knew say Alban Bagbin is experienced chair politicians or more Ghana, majority of them, any more Parliament now. The reason why they were fighting it is a tenny. They did not want such a person or what that background to lead them in power, especially when their president is an account. So they had an issue with a Tenny Bagbin sitting up there and giving them instructions. It is all steady or such a mensa bonswa. It was so difficult for him to respect Bagbin. The same thing that Afenyo Mark and Kwasi Ampenyi were on him the trait, on him baby ofrino. He is standing in parliament. Bagbin to me friend needing komo kuku not in the Kwasi Abetina radio swaka because he's not smart enough. And he always feels say, Oya uneni akoka and Kwasi Afo wunti o muobia. That is what you are seeing. From the day Akuffo Addo taking power, checks and balances did not work. But under John Mahama, he will see to it. And in 2012 to 2016, you started free at Tamel's time. The president at Tamel's and making sure say you call the whole nation started a constitutional review because it is inclusive. John Dramani Mahama, before free SHS was implemented in 2015, there was a dialogue around the nation because they should be inclusive. They respected checks and balances. They respected chiefs. They respected institutions. They made sure that everybody was part of decisions that were made in the name of Ghanaians. And that is what John Mahama, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyemang, that is what they stand for. And that is what we have to start believing in from tomorrow. We need people who understand and respect the rule of law and make sure say baby I was say the assembly to respect us say the individual the man institution also say juma na tiana dumalivo so okochesi dey osafomafo na na do dan Akuffo the osafomafo catch the judge sanko unjeli dumalivo the auditor general of Ghana, all because dumalivo is looking for our money. Osafuma for na no tintin se botwa ye de prajantra for them on nam Ghana. The same Osafuma for no di Akuffo echi be wie sika. Sa be ibu nsam we ya say di eye achichide we echi. He's still walking around. And ne yire ne man nyina they are in vital positions. Na kwase we ka kire say edwuma ni Ghana. Na watwe na no se fork kan kwase asem adan a adwini woni tirim. Na Osafuma for wu a heaven no your VIP wo ana. Nyame ba akuna na mne ni mienu ekogina nanim. One God na yekobo yenkuro ye nyina kwa naked ye gina nyankopole naked osafuma fu no tietie body no ye nyina naked ye bekokan asem until we need to understand we are about to be served and we have to also serve the people who we are going to elect, and I say we have elected to serve us. It is something that a collaboration. We need to respect them because they are willing to serve us. Let us respect them back. When they show signs of disrespect, that is when we rebel. And it is NPP for it is because they didn't show respect. There was nothing like respect until we decided to rebel by showing them the same thing they were showing. It is in some of them say, other than Akuffo, other than NPP for because when you show respect, it's reciprocal. I respect you back. This is a new government. When they show respect, we need to show respect back. We need to, at the end of the day, understand this. So be everywhere. You need to respect the person by making them understand. Say what they are doing. No, you basically do what support them. Now, when somebody is going to serve, focus on public good. Or say the primary goal is to serve the interest of the people, promoting policies that benefit the broader society. 90% of the youth of Ghana said they didn't want betting tax. Bawumia said enfano. 90% of Ghanaians say omumpe e-levy. Bawumia say enfano. NPP majority in parliament say we don't care, we will pass it. John Mahama said because he wants to serve, betting tax will be yefio. Because that is the people. That is what the people say they want. They don't want betting tax. John Mahama said he would take out betting tax. Almost someone pay e-levy. John Mahama said he would take out e-levy. The people are saying, say, free SHS, no, the way it's been implemented, it is poor. And yet, we need to have a consultation and review. John Mahama says he will review it. That is service. You do what the people want, meet them halfway, and build a nation. So, free SHS will be reviewed. Betting tax will be taken away. E-levy will be taken away. Things that John Mahama spoke about, the things the people want. It is a John Mahama or China or Ghana books. No, because yesika sema energy sector. I say yentumi kobo besia more and sambe sustainia. We need to start rationing power. We need to agree because that will be in our interests. You wouldn't want a president who will lie to you. And hey, so many places in Ghana like to do manameboa. When a president Akuffo. I didn't think Akuffo don't solve a problem, no, because you allowed a ruler to lie to you in the name of democracy.
Okay, abusunya wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so aye tax and say omo astorm John Dramani Mahama inauguration na babe koso na abusunya enye easy cry sisi anu chairman wontumi NPP officials be edin apope alpa say omo ene behind situation na isi na yense mo mene be da masesa mo jepene kokoti sa audio we edema ya ha POG Media so be da masesa